Welcome to this Windows channel, and this is the Tech News Update. We are Friday, June the 8th, 2018, and today in our Tech News Update, we have Facebook that has another goof off. Basically, Facebook has said that approximately 14 million users have or might have inadvertently had their posts public while they were supposed to be only among friends or friends of friends. So these are the prompts that you have within Facebook where you can change where your posts are. But it seems that there was a little glitch, a little bug in the system. The 14 million users that have been affected will be contacted and basically Facebook will let them know they have to make sure and recheck their own little settings in privacy of Facebook. Google has enabled Wi-Fi in 400 train stations across India. It is an initiative called Google Stations, and now it's looking at expanding this program to Mexico and Indonesia. And this is, one of the nice parts of Google, trying to help the world get connected and have better technology. Well, if you're an Xbox insider, you will now have a skip ahead. It seems that the new skip ahead has been added to the insider ring. So of course now is time to get the skip ahead, as it will of course continue and come back to whatever insider ring you were before. So it's just like the Windows 10 insider program, but it's Xbox version of skip ahead. So we were wondering what's happening with Windows 10s actually, because we didn't have any news. We knew that there was supposed to be a switch from one to a regular version in Windows, but we didn't see anything. Well, a little surprise is in Windows 10 build 17686. It seems that you can switch to S mode, but it doesn't do anything right now. But it is in the settings, and of course, if you want to see a little more what I mean, just take a look. I'll post a video in the Windows Insider channel today about this little thing. NVIDIA has patented an interesting new basically feature of its graphics possibilities, and it's called infinite resolution. What is that? Well, if you've ever played an old game, and I mean a real old game, on a modern system with a big display, even 1080p or even 4K display, you might have noticed that the graphics are pretty bad. And even when you stop, it might even make you stop playing that game because they're just so bad. And I've seen this a lot. Well, that patent wants to help make old games graphics scalable so that they have a better look on new screens. The games would not have to have anything change. It's just that the graphics adapter would actually be able to scale the graphics by itself. So this is very interesting. I think would really be a very popular way of doing things. Well, E3, the popular gaming event, if you want, is a few days away. It will be from June 12th to 14th. And there's already tons of announcements. Every major game companies and every major game is there. And even though Xbox and PlayStation 4 will not have any updates for gamers on their console side, there's still a lot of hype about everything that is to come. And of course, if there are some interesting aspects for our channel, I will talk about it. Google wanted to put things straight. Yes, it will continue working with the military on different projects, but it has said no work with AI weapons, no work with anything that would be bad. Really, it's just helping the military with different technologies, but not actually putting technologies in anything that is a weapon. Problem is, if you're working with the military, you're kind of working with some weapons, basically. Well, Google wanted to put things straight that we already talked about. Hey, to Google News. So we're only weeks away from what might be a record fine for Google. The investigation of the European Commission on Android dominance the market of apps, the fact that Google might have prevented some apps from actually getting popular on the Android Google Play Store. It's just a crazy little moment here. The investigation of the European Commission has just ended, and we're expecting Google to be hit hard with a fine in the next few weeks. Well, it's interesting because a lot of the bad code in malware was often due to, flash zero-day exploits. But a study is suggesting that because web browsers have now become extremely good at actually fixing a very fast fix of the flash zero-day exploit, well, the bad guys are turning to Office to try to actually exploit anything that has to do with it. So they are actually creating documents that will try to infect any unupdated Flash player in systems because it just can't do it through the browser anymore. A interesting little study is saying that basically if there weren't so many data theft, actually, if the darknet wouldn't exist, security researcher says that one of the biggest problems with data theft everywhere is that it's extremely easy to set up and sell the data on the dark web. So that researcher says we need more, a lot more monitoring of the other side of the internet, the darknet. So this is an interesting aspect. But it's like everything in life. When there's a tool available, there's always bad guys that have an idea to use it to do bad things. Apple has ordered 20 million less iPhones for next year. It seems that this is down from 100 million they sold last year. And the reason why is simply that the smartphone market is actually slowing down. It seems that devices are so powerful now that people actually keep their phones much longer. To give you an idea, if it wasn't because I wanted a bigger screen, honestly, my Galaxy S7 phone would still be good for a couple of years, I can tell you that. And Intel has demonstrated a 28-core processor. It was running at 5 gigahertz at Computex. Said it would be available later this year, but there's a little oops. Intel forgot to say that it actually had overclocked the CPU that they demoed. It wasn't a real 5 gigahertz processor. It's the kind of details, especially for people that are interested in the fact that a processor runs on 5 gigahertz. It's the kind of thing that you got to say and you got to talk about. And this was a Tech News Update for Friday, June the 8th, 2018. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.